possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think considerable, but when they were made, 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin, a big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On first down, Silver. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 14. And he's back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And with this offense, what about DJ Fluker?
Came out of Alabama, could play tackle, could play guard. He's so big, Brandon, I think he plays both at the same time.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Draw play, Elliott. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he stopped immediately there.
Let's go.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Patterson. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Patterson. And that's Elliott. Complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. On first down, Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, you got 3 down.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This one into the hands of Metcalf. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Patterson. And that is incomplete here. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Back to throw. Patterson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 85 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Operating from the gun. Patterson. That one complete to Elliott. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go.
From the gun, Patterson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Patterson. And he will find his man on the outside. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I'm coming.
On first down, Patterson, quick hitch, complete. It's Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd down now, Silver, and he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Check. Enough. Hey, check 3.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's caught, Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Let's get this ball back to the offense.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
They'll run on first down. Silver. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
He'll find Metcalf. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 2nd down, Silver. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Wilson.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Patterson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Patterson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Patterson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Interception all day, baby.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A gain of 3, second down. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf, and he's going to have another first down. Wilson now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Throwing is Wilson. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Wilson will throw again. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Patterson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Drops it underneath to Elliott. So we got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and 5. A dump off to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Again, it's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Back to throw. Patterson. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there at 22.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Here we go, defense all day,
Way to go. Get it.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They go to Elliott again. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it third down and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw on second and 6. Wilson, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. They find some open field here. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a third and 2. Third and 2, now Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
That's fielded in the end zone.
We got this.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Off play action. Patterson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they'll get him. Nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing on first down. Patterson got his man there complete to Gallup. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, Elliott. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Patterson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll keep it on the ground. Silver. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. On second down now. Silver. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson going for Metcalf into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Off the play fake. Patterson. It's caught. Cooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Patterson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down and then some, 36 yards. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A rough go there on third down. A loss of 4. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Single.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike
They'll run on first down. Silver. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in, and he will not be denied. Taking it in from a yard out. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Looking to throw. Patterson.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Everyone got 4 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Patterson. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Patterson. That one complete to Elliott. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Patterson. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw. Patterson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Patterson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Patterson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the victory here for Seattle. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they...
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love it, ain't me the same. Okay, so when I